Okay, first thing you have to do is you have to take this pressure plug. You wash it, of course, it's made out of silicone. You got to put it in this little slot there. And push that in. Call that a pressure plug. Also, you have to take this cap right here. And you have to put that on. This cap ends up going in here like that, or it ends up going like this. Now it goes like this. Okay, so now the cap can go in there like that, and you open it up when you want the juice to come out. Now you see this little wheel here in the bottom, and you see this little groove here. There's a groove right here. See my finger? That has to go over here. So, that, you'll see right here, you see that groove as the wheel goes through the groove? A little white wheel. That's how you know it's done. Now the next thing you have to do is you put in this basket right here. No, first you put in, let's see here. I'm losing my mind here. Place the juicing screen into the pulp. Okay. Put this right here. Now, you'll see this little dot here, and you'll see a dot here and a dot here. This dot, after you put it in properly, it has to line up with this dot right there. And I tried doing it different ways. It won't go in any other way except that. Like just like that. Now, next thing you do, somewhere this goes in. Where's this? Where's that go?
Maybe this goes in before this right here.
I think so. I think it does. Has to go in first. Maybe I'm not supposed to take it out. Let's see here. These are squeegees. They will go against the screen here. So they'll go against the screen and they'll push the junk off the screen. Okay. This is supposed to be one piece when you do it. Okay. Okay, line up the dot. And if you can't see it necessarily, but there's little grooves down here. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And then there at the bottom here there's little grooves, openings. Corresponding grooves for those keys. Those are called keys. These are called grooves. The keys have to go in the grooves. And then you have to line up like that. So now the keys are in the grooves. The dots are lined up. The bungee, squeegees are pushed against the screen. Now you put the juice logger in. As you can see, there's a little nut shape, hexagon shape on the bottom. And you'll see over here on this nut, on this bolt that's sticking out, or the male part, female, male. The male part has a hexagonal shape as well. So you make sure that's in, good and tight. And you find how this goes in by, when you hit the, there you go, just like that. Now, you take this right here. This will not fit on this unless this is lined up, unless this is pushed down all the way. Already figured that out. Now, you'll see this little slot here. This groove in the back goes in the slot. This dot right here has to line up with that dot for it to work. So if you can't put it in properly, it won't work. Now you have the juicer. I'm going to take, both these containers are exactly identical. So what you do, obviously, is you close this off, start it up. Here's the button on the back to start it. You have on at the top, off in the middle like it is now, in reverse. That's reverse. You'd use reverse if something gets stuck in there. And you can hear it doesn't make a lot of noise. Not very loud. Now watch how you do this. You put stuff in, and it'll start feeding itself through them. And sooner or later you'll see pulp coming out here. You'll see juice coming out there. Okay. Now, I used 2 packages of celery. Okay, juice is coming out this side.
It's already looking.
Oh, probably just a little bit of leakage. This is already coming out there. 2 packages of celery. You're supposed to drink 16 ounces of the celery juice every day when you wake up. I have no idea how much 2 packages of celery is. Here, put it on pause. This is 2 packages of celery. So there's 2 celery units, or whatever you call this, in each package. I don't know if it'll make 16 ounces. Perhaps it'll make 32 ounces. I don't know. Let's find out. You can hear it grinding now. Here comes the pulp coming out now. I already like this unit because when I had the Champion juicer, I'm not making fun of Champion, but it's technology. They never changed it from their initial design. Okay? If they had a bad design with the auger. And a lot of foam came out and a lot of heat was created. But as you can see, very little foam is coming out. And look at this pulp, it's nice and dry. You want the pulp to be as dry as possible. You don't need that, Jeremy. It'll feed itself.
Yeah, but you want to get it in there faster.
I'm not pushing down very hard. This is just the weight of my arm on the pusher. And look at this pulp that comes out. This stuff is so dry. There's almost no liquid in my hand now. A little bit comes out, but almost no liquid. That's amazing. When I used to have the Champion, the pulp used to come out soaking wet. I'd have to run it through a second time. So this is a very good machine. Perhaps Tribest would care to advertise on YouTube through my channel. Maybe someone could get this Tribest and say, hey, this guy's giving you free advertising. Put some advertising on his channel and he can start making money with it. Currently I'm not making any money with this channel. I don't have enough subscribers to make any money. You have to have, from what I understand, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. I've got about 100 subscribers.
Please like and subscribe. Please.
Also, another thing, the Champion juicer is about 100 times louder than this machine is. 100 times. You literally, if your dog's afraid of your vacuum cleaner because of the loudness, your dog will really be afraid of the Champion juicer. And they never changed their design. All the years they've had it. The auger they have now is exactly the same as the auger it was when they first came out in the 1950s. See, when this plunger goes down into the chute, at the very bottom of it, there's no place else for it to go, and it's actually touching the inside of the spinner. The Champion, when you get it down to the bottom of the tube, it's about an inch off the material and off the auger. So there's all that space in there, which doesn't allow you to push anything down in. Now just let it run for a little bit. I don't know how big these containers are. Let me see if it says here. Doesn't say how big the container is, but it's easy to find out. You take a measuring cup and you pour it in. If it's 16 ounces, it'll say 16 ounces. If it's 32 ounces, it'll say 32 ounces. You can see this machine, it rocks back and forth gently as it's turning. Look at this pulp, man. This is so dry. Feel that, Jeremiah. Feel how it feels.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, the Champion juicer, when I used to have it, the pulp would come out so wet, you could go like this with your hand and squeeze it, and it would just drip down on the table. And you had to put it through a second time. Okay, very little foam shows up. Very little pulp, whatever is extra pulp comes out. As you can see, it comes out as like strings. Pick it up. That's how dry this stuff is. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pause.
Go.
All right, now's the test. We close this up so it doesn't drip over the floor or the table. I'm going to see how much liquid comes out. Probably more than 16 ounces, but less than 32 ounces. Let's see. Okay, my note to the chef, the pouring is not very good through this container here. So it's much more than 16 ounces. Now, let me get the container. Okay, so 16 ounces here. Now let's see what this is, extra. Pretty close to 32 ounces, 30 ounces. So this is a 30 ounce container, And obviously there's much too much carrot juice, celery juice that I made. So maybe my son will try some. Anyway, my note to Slowstar, these pouring containers are useless because it just spills it right all over the table. So can you please redesign this pouring spout so it is more efficient and more effective? That's my only problem so far. Other than that, this is an excellent machine. So I'm going to drink my 32 ounces here, right? My 16 ounces. This is for my health. This is for my son, and this is for my fans on YouTube. Oh, it's pretty good. Tastes like celery. Want to try some?
No.
It's very good. Remember what I taught you? When you're doing the cleanse, you want to drink and swish things around your mouth.
Yeah, I know.
So that the celery juice starts digesting in your mouth. That's what your saliva is for, to help pre-digestion. This is very good. I had an idea that this was going to taste nasty. It's quite good. This is very good. Also, as far as temperature is concerned, let's see what the temperature is of that juice. (73 degrees Fahrenheit). Nothing on here is hot. 83 degrees Fahrenheit. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. There's no heat anywhere. TriStar, you did a good. Tribest, you did a good job. You did a good job. Remake these things, and I'll give you a 5-0. Until you remake these spouts here, so it doesn't spill over the table, you only get a 4-0. You'll get a 5-0 if you change this spout design. Very impressive. Tribest, excellent job. I'm very, very impressed with this juicer. There's almost no heat. As you can see, it's on not even 80 degrees of heat coming off this machine. The juice is only 75 degrees or 73 degrees. The pulp comes out nice and dry. Look at this. I can pour this right in my compost pile, and it's going to make manure in the future, whatever they call that, compost. So anyway, you only need one package of this organic celery hearts, which is 2 units of stalks, 16 ounces. And it'll make 16 ounces of juice, almost 16 ounces. That's very good rate. I'll have some of this later. But the juice is not hot like it was in the Champion or in the Jack LaLanne juicer. The juicer itself is not hot like it was in the Champion or in the Jack LaLanne juicer. So right now you beat the pants off of Jack LaLanne and Champion. Very impressive.
Please hit like and subscribe and share with your friends.
Thank you very much.